Hi everyone, and welcome to Storytime with Edie. Today we have a little treat. Today we're going to do Mother Goose stories. I know it's not your typical fairy tale, but you guys know Mother Goose Rhymes, right? So we made a theater show, a play, out of Mother Goose Rhymes. So I'm going to tell you this little story. Are you ready? Do you have your favorite little blankie or your pet or friend to snuggle up with? Okay? Alright, here we go. Once upon a time, there was this shy girl, and her name was Sam. And she had just come to this new town, and she was enrolled in a new school. And she was outside in the playground, and, well, I don't know if this has ever happened to any of you before, but she was all by herself. And she was sad, because she saw all these people playing, but nobody would play with her. And she just felt like really sad and really alone. And, I mean, she couldn't help it. She just started to cry. And as she was sitting in the corner of the playground and she just started to cry, boop! Out pops this very bizarre character named Courage. Right. Courage. And she was dressed in this colorful outfit, and she's like, hey, yo, waterworks. And finally Sam stops crying, and she goes, why are you so sad? And Sam's like, do I know you? And Courage is like, no. I mean, normally, this is what Courage says, normally I just stay put inside you, deep inside you. I'm a feeling, I'm an emotion. But you were making such a racket out here that, well, I figured I had to come out and lend a hand. So, my name is Courage. Arr! Can you make that sound? And Sam goes, Courage, meow. And so Courage goes, that's why I'm here. What's your name, kid? And so she says, well, my name's Sam. And so Courage says, well, Sam, why are you so sad? And Sam says, well, I just moved to this new school, and I don't have any friends, and no one will talk to me, and it just makes me really sad. And so Courage was nodding, because, I mean, that would make anybody sad, right? But then Courage says, have you ever tried to just talk to them? And Sam's like, well, no, I mean, I wouldn't know what to say. And Courage says, well, sometimes you need to be the first one to break the ice. All you have to do is go up and say, hi, my name's Sam. What's yours? And Sam's like, oh, that sounds scary. And so Courage goes, look, there are these two kids right there. They look really friendly. Why don't you just go try? All you need is a little bit of courage. Come on, you can do it. So Sam goes, okay, and goes towards the kids, but then she gets all nervous, and she starts shaking, and she runs behind Courage, and she goes, no, I can't do that. I can't do that. And Courage is like, breathe, in through the nose, out, in through the nose, out. Of course you can. Try it one more time. All you have to do is say, hi, my name's Sam, what's yours? Sam's like, okay, I can do this. And so she walks and she gets a little closer this time, but then she turns around, she goes, no, I can't, I'm sorry. I mean, that's the problem. I can't do it. And Courage is like, that's okay. I have a few more tricks up my sleeve. She says, I could take you to a place, to a land, where you could practice jumping in. Let that courage blossom inside you a wee bit. What do you say? You want to go? And Sam's like, okay. So Courage says, in a land not far away lives a lively old lady with lots to say about all the different people you might meet living and dancing on any street. You know who I'm talking about? Do you? Mother Goose. Honk, honk. And so then she's like, do you want to go to Mother Goose Land? Because she had two friends, Tip and Tap, and she called them over. Boop, boop. There they come, Tip and Tap. And we're all going to go to Mother Goose Land. But first, we need to sing that Mother Goose song. So, are you ready to learn it? Here we go. Mother Goose, Cutting it loose with Mother Goose, with a wiggle and a waggle and a giggle and a gaggle, shaking your caboose with Mother Goose. Now there's an old Mother Hubbard to the crooked old man. 3 blind mice and catch me if you can. There's Tom, Tom, Tinker, Jack and Jill. They're the ones who roll down the hill. Jack be nimble and little boy blue. Jumpin' Joan, she lives there too. Georgie, Porgy, puddin' and pie. Little Miss Muffet, know who made her cry. And that's not all, not in the least. Lots of different people living on the street in the land. Talk to me now, Mother Goose, Mother Goose. Cutting it loose with Mother Goose, with a wiggle and a waggle and a giggle and a gaggle, shaking your caboose with Mother Goose. Now there's the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, the piper's son Tom, you know, the pig taker. Oink, oink, oink. Quite contrary Mary and little Bo Peep. She's the cute girl who lost all her sheep. Polly put the kettle on the man in the moon. Humpty Dumpty dumped way too soon. Yankee Doodle and of course Jack Sprat. He's the one whose wife is way too fat. Woo! And that's not all, not in the least. Lots of different people living on the street in the land. Talk to me now, Mother Goose, Mother Goose. Cutting it loose with Mother Goose, with a wiggle and a waggle and a giggle and a gaggle, shaking your caboose with Mother Goose. Honk, honk, and boom! There they are, in Mother Goose Land, with all these beautiful clouds and green grass and all these toys and bright colors. And what do you know? There is Little Bo Peep. And Courage goes, there's Little Bo Peep. You know some nursery rhymes, right? Well, come on. All we have to do is practice jumping in. Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep and doesn't know where to find them. Leave them alone and they'll come home, wagging their tails behind them. Sheep! Have you seen my sheep? Little Bo Peep is always looking for his sheep. And there, over there, we have Mary, Mary, quite contrary. Sam asked her a question. So Sam goes, okay. How does your garden grow? And then Mary answers, with silver bells and cockle shells and pretty maids all in a row. Bum, bum. You want to do it with us? Mary, Mary, quite contrary. How does your garden grow? With silver bells and cockle shells and pretty maids all in a row. Bum, bum. And then Sam falls. Ow! But then Little Bo Peep goes, sheep? Silly. She goes, ow, not sheep. But Peep goes, oh, this is very bad. And off Little Peep goes. Okay, some silly characters. And then there's 1, 2, buckle my shoe. Do you guys know that one? I know most people know it like up to 10. So let's try it. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door. 5, 6, pick up sticks. 7, 8, lay them straight. 9, 10, a big fat hen. 11, 12, dig and delve. 13, 14, maids a courting. 15, 16, maids in the kitchen. 17, 18, maids a waiting. 19, 20, our plate is empty. And that's what she did. Sam joined in. So Courage is like, so Sam, how do you feel? Sam's like, well, that wasn't that hard. And it was kind of fun. So Tip and Tap are like, you want to do another one? And Sam's like, yeah, I kind of do. So we're like, I know. Do you guys know the Jacks? Because, I mean, there's a lot of Jacks in nursery rhymes, right? Okay, so the first one they did was Jack be nimble And it goes like this. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack jump over the candlestick. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack jump over the candlestick. Go Jack! Okay, so Sam, this is what Courage says. Sam, do you want to try it? So Sam goes, okay. She puts the Jack hat on. J-A-C-K spells Jack, right? And she's like, okay. So Courage says all you have to do is jump over the candlestick. Ready? Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Jack jump over the candlestick. Go Jack. Again. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Jack jump over the candlestick. Go Jack! Yay! And Sam had a huge smile on her face. And it was like, oh, I know another one. Sam, will you be the waiter? So Sam goes, okay. And she has this tray filled with food. And so there's Tip and Tap. And one plays Jack, the skinny husband, and one plays his fat wife. Okay, and it's called Jack Sprat. Jack Sprat could eat no fat. His wife could eat no lean. And so between the both, you see, they licked the platter clean. Jack ate all the lean. His wife ate all the fat. The bone, they picked it clean. Then they gave it to the cat. Meow. And then there's the guy. Little Bo Peep. Sheep, sheep. It's like, no, meow. Little Bo Peep, what'd I tell you? Always looking for the sheep. But don't worry, I have a feeling he's gonna find him eventually. Okay, so do we know another Jack? Oh, I know one. Little Jack Horner sat in a corner eating his Christmas pie. Psst, eat your Christmas pie. So Courage gives Sam a pie, and Sam goes, oh, okay. He put in his thumb and pulled out a plum and said, aw, tight. No, what a good boy am I. So Sam goes, oh, right, what a good boy am I. And yes, you are a good boy, but when Jackie's a good boy, he shall have cakes and custard. But when Jackie does nothing but cry, he shall have nothing but mustard. That doesn't taste very good, does it? Come on, Sam, you're doing a great job. One more I know. I bet you guys know this one. Jack and Jill, right? Okay, here we go. Sam, do you want to play this one? Okay, let's do it first with Tip and Tap, and then you can join in. All right, so it goes like this. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down. Wait. Jack, you need to fall down. And Tip, who's playing Jack's like, can I just go whoosh? Like, I don't really want to fall down. And it's like, well, it says Jack falls down. So if you're acting it out, Jack has to fall down, right? Right. Okay, take two. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack falls down. And Jack goes, and we're like, whoa. What are you doing? And Tip goes, well, I figured instead of falling down, I could be creative and Jack could just get down. And they're like, no. Okay, Sam, I think, Jack, let's just give Jack the Jack hat to Sam. Sam, do you think you could play Jack and fall down? And Sam's like, I would love to. Boy, are you getting the hang of this, huh? All right, last time. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down, whoa! And broke his crown, ow! And Jill comes tumbling after. Hey! That was good, you guys. Aren't those fun nursery rhymes? I know. Well, here's one of my favorites. Little Miss Muffet. And that's right. So we put this little wig on Sam, okay? Sam is going to be Little Miss Muffet with all these curls, right? Little Miss Muffet sat on her tuffet. Do you know what a tuffet is? A tuffet's like a stool, like a little puffy stool, sometimes with fringe. Little Miss Muffet sat on her tuffet, eating her curds and whey. Whey. Along came a spider, who sat down beside her and frightened Miss Muffet away. Boo! and then Sam goes running. Ah! I love that one. Okay, and then my last one is that I'll do today is Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. And all the king's horses and all the king's men, they just couldn't put Humpty together again. Oh, sorry, Humpty, we can't help you this time. Better luck next time. And off they go. So, Sam, what do you think? Did you have a little fun? Yeah? Do you want to go back to the playground now and see if you can ask the guys what their names are, and maybe you can make some new friends? And Sam's like, yeah, I think I could do it. Thanks so much for playing with me. So we get on the Mother Goose train. Choo-choo! To go back to the playground. Down at the station, early in the morning. See the little puffer bellies all in a row. See the engine driver pull his little lever. Puff, puff, peef, peef, off we go. Puff, puff, peef, peef, off we go. And like a miracle, like magic, courage has brought Sam right back to the same place on the playground where those two cute kids were playing. And Sam goes, okay, I think I can do this. And Courage is like, you got the courage now, right? Let's just try it. Courage, ah! And Sam's like, Courage, ah! Yay! You've got it, Sam. I think you can do this, but don't worry. I'll be right here. Sam's like, okay. So Sam goes up, and she's like, Hi, my name is Sam. What's yours? And I'm telling you, these two kids jumped off that and they're like, hi, I'm Pete. Hi, I'm Lisa. And she's like, well, would you guys want to play? And they're like, yeah. And then off they just go and play like nothing. Piece of cake. So remember, sometimes you just need a little courage in this life. Ah. And I'll always be there. Courage inside you, deep inside. And if ever you feel a little, I don't know, lonely or sad someday, just sing that song with me. You want to sing it one more time? Our Mother Goose song? Put your hands up. Here we go. Mother Goose, cutting it loose with Mother Goose, with a wiggle and a waggle and a giggle and a gaggle, shaking your caboose with Mother Goose. Honk, honk. Okay, guys, that's our story for today. Have a wonderful day. See you next time. Bye.